Alright, we're here today on beautiful Lackland, Medina Training Annex with Airman Raimundo. Say hello.
What's up, guys?
Alright, so Airman Raimundo, can you tell people a little bit about you?
Well, I just got washed back from dive school for surface treads.
Treading water.
Yep, surface checks actually it's called. Yeah, apparently I don't float too well with twin 80s and a weight belt, so that was pretty rough.
No, do you think, because you look strong, is it your legs, did they give out, or what happened?
Yeah, I think what it is that I thought too long about it, and I started doing little kicks instead of like watching. Like, what form does actually matter when you do your surface checks, because if you're doing little kicks, you're burning a lot more energy versus like your strong, like neutralizing
Right.
kicks. And I think that's what happened. I started doing little ones, and then it was just more work for. It wasn't enough bang for my buck, so I just burned out.
What about sculling? Was your
Also,
sculling?
also sculling. I wasn't sculling as wide as you should. Like, when you scull, they tell me to go all the way forward, all the way back, and not just stay on your side.
Okay.
So I think that's the other thing. And I kept bumping my buddy. Like, it's kind of hard to describe right now, but you'll see if you get that far. When you get that far, when you bump your buddy, like, it kind of throws you off if you're not too good at that. You start to sink a little bit.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
How'd you do in one-man comp?
One-man comp. I didn't actually get to that because I got.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. From what you've heard from the other guys that failed one-man comp, does it sound like a technique or more of a comfort level?
Honestly, it's not. It's not even really that. Like, I did better when I was underwater. Like, when we had to ditch our equipment and like the scents and stuff. I did a lot better on that than I did on the surface check. Just because I think being underwater is like, when you're down there and they're doing their thing to you, you just have to like kind of stay calm, just like relax. And it's not that bad because like by the time you're there, you're already like acclimated to being underwater and holding your breath like that. So, what's it called? When you're down there and you're working, what they said, what my buddies were saying, where it was, you just kind of, they just got unlucky on the wrong knot. Because once you get your processes down, once you finish up your you'll learn some processes that you have to go through just to complete one-mans. And once you get those down, it's cake, and you just have to kind of get lucky on the right knot. Make sure you know which one's what, and know when to ditch your equipment at the right time.
Did Indoc properly prepare you, or did we fall short on anything? Any ideas?
I think Indoc properly prepared me. I think the only thing that I would like suggest is, I mean, we did surface treads with like weight and fins,
right?
Which is good. But I feel like we could have probably done a little bit more, like, because it was like right before we started doing our fins and stuff, our fitting sessions, and then we only did it like a couple times with weights. And so when I got there, I thought I was like prepared because I didn't have a problem. But when we had to do a lot more, it was like every day we're doing surface treads, and it was like long periods of time with tanks. And I mean, tanks don't make you're supposed to neutral point, or those tanks are supposed to be neutrally point, they said. Yeah,
they're not.
They weren't. It felt like 30 extra pounds on me when I was in the water, because I was sinking even with air in my BC. I had air in my BC and I was sinking. So I don't know. I would just, if you were to train for that, I would just stay going to a pool, practice flutter kicks in the deep end with weight.
All right, I like that. And maybe we can put a little bit more treading with weight on our side to help out. But before you get here, be used to treading.
Yeah. And it's different too, because when you're there, you're doing flutter kick treading, versus here you don't flutter kick. We do
the kick drills.
Yeah, you do kick drills, but if you plan on Like here, you really want to learn the egg beater in in-dog, versus when you go to dive school, you don't egg beat really ever.
Right. It's
You always
all
have fins and tanks and weight. So just get good at both of them, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point because as a PJ, I think treading is probably the most important thing you're ever going to do because if you can't breathe and stay above water, you're screwed. So learning how to kick drill, flutter kick, tread, and how to tread egg beater is good too. How's your egg beater? Is your egg beater all right?
Yeah, my egg beating is a lot better than the first time I went through.
Okay.
I mean, even though I didn't fail for it, like I'm way more comfortable egg beating than with the fins.
What'd you think about kick drills without fins? You know, is that just fin
Gear appreciation day. Gear appreciation. Yep. That sucked a lot without the fins. That's actually probably a good exercise too, because then I mean, when you're doing it without fins, I feel like you have to do little kicks instead of large ones, just because you don't have that extra, like you don't have that fin to really propel you when you do wide ones. But what's it called? I mean, your legs burn out pretty fast when you're doing it without fins.
do you think doing flutter kicks, does that help you in finning, or is that just flutter kicks or its own?
This is the weird part, is that I'm a good finner. Like when we did our test, I was like on team 6. I was the 6th team to fin it.
Right.
Out of the 30 guys that went, I was like,
Middle of the pack, about 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like,
average.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty quick in the wall. Like I was finishing. My times were a lot better than I thought they'd be for it to be open water.
Yeah.
But like when it came to like kicking like that,
I can't video once we get on base.
when it came to kicking like that, my I guess finning is different. Finning, you kick shorter versus when you tread, you want to do those equalizing large kicks.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Airman Raimundo, and maybe we'll talk to you again sometime.
All right. Take it easy.